the breeze is fresh. The ether down here is a little clearer than it is up top. Where all the chemicals is at, where they walking around at. So, I'm able to utilize peace at this certain moment, because peace is a series of moments. A series of moments. That you want to stay conscious of, not to let someone or something, or even you, disrupt one of those moments. You want those moments to run into each other. But the moment until you could be moving around in the middle of war and be at peace. But to start off tuning in to peace, one must be still. That's where, I know you heard that saying, peace be still. You won't find peace moving around too often. You'll have peace with you from when you picked it up being still somewhere. So you pick it up being still, then you move around with it. But just moving around without the peace picked up when you were still, it'll be hard to catch on. And you'll be running into all kind of different vibrations. Different people on different stuff. Energy just everywhere. With matter, without it, seen, unseen. So you want to sit somewhere and get peace so you can take it with you, and it'll be a form of your protection against the people that's trying to come at you. It maybe not be you in particular. They just on a mission to bring the frequency down. And if you so happen to pop up or be in the vicinity, you can get it too. Or they're gonna try. Whether you're in the store, somewhere out eating, the fair, somewhere where a lot of people is at, moving around. Everybody has their own energy on them, for one, and then they're packing other people's energy. And then you have some people that's hosts to different things. So you got all kind of stuff going on. It might be 14 different energies in one body, and you walking around everywhere. So you'll have to come somewhere like this and clean your aura, looking into the water, breathing, and being at one with everything that's around you, like being at flow, like this water is in harmony. So I'm observing it, because when you're at peace, when you're sitting down still, consciously practicing peace, you don't want to talk much. You want to observe. If you're somewhere where you just in the cut and there's people moving around and there's a lot of things going on, you can practice observing while you're practicing your peace. Because you rather be shown something than told something. A person can tell you anything about themselves and make it sound good. Maybe even get somebody else to vouch for the characteristics of that person. Like, yeah, that person is like that. But that could be an image, that a whole act. So once you at peace, being still, practicing peace, practicing being still, receiving your messages, you can also practice the art of observing. And you can see how things move and interact without things being conscious of you, observing it. Even though certain things in the unseen world, like molecules and atoms, neutrons, different things, that does act differently when you observing it, and when you're not watching it, it does something. It does something totally different. I was just watching this on YouTube. The power of watching something is deep. Our eyes is like a whole, they're portals. That's how, like, you could be running from the Jakes, running from your ops, running from something that's trying to kill you. And if they're a human, don't have no extra kind of senses where they can smell you out, and you just hide. Close your eyes. Get somewhere safe. Close your eyes. And breathe. Imagining those enemigos walking past you. It's when you have your eyes open and wide. 9 times out of 10, when the police is sweeping the room, or anybody coming in for the robbery, or just anything, when they come and sweep the whole crib and nobody's there, so they like, oh, it's clear. But then they get like a certain hunch and they go into the closet or they look up under the table. Somewhere you are hiding at, looking at them. Your eyes, your portals are so powerful, like a voice, so strong that they're sending signals. And since we all of oneness, whether we know it or not, we come from the same creator. The eyes, when you're watching something, the objects that you're observing could, if it's human, in the human form, shall I say, it's spiritual, can pick that up as well. So it's like y'all, because before we was even having any kind of language, the first language that we were speaking through our sight and in our minds. So that's why you can communicate with your eyes, or you could be hiding, but you're looking at somebody and they can find you because you're seeing signals. You can close your eyes and relax and breathe, and they can walk and they'll walk right past you. So like when you at peace, somewhere like this, sitting still, I'm able to observe and see how stuff like flow. Like I'm able to see that everything out here, like all the animals I've noticed on my journey through our nature this year I've been out here. I've noticed everything out here comes to the ground to eat. Like everything. Like whether it's the insects when they landed on something or they in the dirt, like the ants, you know what I mean? The birds, the squirrels, possums, just everything that's out here. And if they're going up, it's when I say they come to the ground and eat, they're coming from what's growing in the ground. From the ground. What's organic. And if they're going up, getting it, they're climbing a tree, getting the leaves that you can say that's in the sky. Like everything that's up came from the ground. And it's built upon nature. That's the foundation. The foundation is nature. And that's just for me observing. And then I been out here in the cut and noticed, I done seen like different people do different things, not even knowing I'm here. And then I'll go investigate, because one should investigate all things. Like everything that's around you, you should investigate it. You feel me? People's stories, somebody telling you that somebody said this about you, just anything. This tree, before I climbed, I'm like, I need to check the branch. Can it hold me? Like, is this ground sturdy enough? Is this quicksand? You need to investigate everything. Like, before you go in something and coming out.